Okay, in this video, we are going to break down a very common ServiceNow reporting challenge that comes across in my conversations weekly. And this is actually a recent one on the ITSM side of the organization for a pretty large healthcare chain. And the problem statement they were working off of was having different teams working different types of tickets across the ServiceNow platform. So in this case, it was ITSM, so incidents, change requests, change tasks, etc. And they're trying to get a sense of the volume across those different ticket types for each team. This could be applied to other parts of the platform. We've seen this for risk, vulnerability, policy exceptions, etc. But the end goal is to get all of these counts in a single chart by team so that you can get a sense of the volume of work. Pretty easy to do if you just extract all of the data into Excel. Well, I guess easy, but a little bit time consuming and manual if you approach it that way. But luckily, if you have the VividCharts tool set, you can accomplish this in platform and do it once and just have the data 24/7 refreshable with a click anytime you want it going forward. So to start to break this down, I'm going to flip over into our other product, VividSheets here. And I have a sheet staged called Summing Tickets from Different Tables. So let's go ahead and click into that. And when we land on our sheet, you can see I've got my sheet already built out here. So we won't go into the details in this video of how to actually build the queries here, but we will show you the concept end to end to accomplish this reporting concept. So we've got our assignment groups or our teams that are working tickets in column A here. In row 1, we've got our different ticket types, so catalog tasks, change requests, change tasks, incidents, incident tasks, and then a total ticket summed up in the last column here. And within each of these cells, if I just click this one that has the 18 in it here, you'll see I'm using what we call a Vivid function here to give me a count of the catalog tasks that are assigned to this specific assignment group here. And again, we're not going to get into details on this syntax to write these queries, but we're using what we call reference queries in VividSheets to reference this portion of the sheet over here on the right-hand side of the screen. So we're referencing these tables to get counts from across the different tables, and then these assignment group queries to get the specific assignment groups that we're seeing in our rows. And what that allows me to do is leverage copy paste to be able to get to this output very, very quickly. So once we have our sheet staged here to give us the counts for across these different tables for these different assignment groups or teams, we can then use other Vivid functions to get further analysis on the data. So in this example, I'm taking a sum of all of the count of tickets across the different tables. So 175 tickets across these different tables. And we're doing that and just copying and pasting it down the row for each assignment group. So we've got this fully staged and nicely viewable here in our Vivid sheet, but we can still see this, stuff over here, the reference queries, etc. So this might be how we want to view the report personally, but oftentimes we might want to present this out to a set of stakeholders or an executive team. So we do have the option to just share this Vivid sheet directly with a specific user. But what we more frequently would want to do is create what we call a styled table and add it to a VividChart slide deck like we were in when we were viewing our problem statement. So from our Vivid sheet, I've got this option to view styled tables for this Vivid sheet. And you can see I have one already created here. So we'll click into this tickets by team style table. And that'll take me into the editor here where I can kind of scroll through and see I've done some formatting on this already. So I've added the VividCharts blue to this top row. And using this formatter, I can select rows, bold the text, italicize, and do some different style options to get our style table looking just right for our presentation. Once we have that stage, we would just click Save here. And to use this in a presentation, we would just jump back over into VividCharts. We'll go to the next slide in this slide deck here. And our solution of getting this in more of a presentable format, we'd open up the charts menu. We'd find our style table chart type, select that. we would select the Vivid sheet that we're referencing, that we built our style table off of, so summing tickets from different tables. And then lastly, we would select our style table tickets by team and click Save. So now we've seen our chart dropped onto the editor here, so I can come over and just resize this, make it a little bit wider, get it sized up just right. And now once I have this, placed where I need it, I can save, I can publish, and then I can come into the viewer where I could actually present this to an executive audience, from this view, page in here. And now that I have my style table created, I can refresh this on the fly. So I can just click the refresh button and I will get updated counts across all of my assignment groups, all of these ticket types coming from different tables, and the total ticket count that's summing up values across all of these different tables. So really useful tool to present, data directly out of your ServiceNow instance here. But if we do need to share, an exported version of this with our audience or set of stakeholders, from the viewer here, we can also get a clean export to PDF, PowerPoint, or PNG. Hopefully I answered the problem statement and kind of broke this down in a way that's easy for you to understand and is helpful in understanding the VividCharts tool set and how to approach a problem like this. Thank you, and until next time.